Okay, we're recording with my friend Maximo. There are two reasons why we are doing this call. First, because he has an exam tomorrow, and one day before he wants to be ready for the exam. So, and the other is because I develop a obsession for copper. What is copper? Gold, silver, copper. So, cobre, para la gente, los que no saben. So, I have been doing my research now. I don't know if it's true. Maybe it's just fake news, but copper somehow is used for holistic purposes. So, somehow you can put it in your hand, and you can use jars of copper, and purify the water. Now, that could be bullshit, but I want to know, what do you know, Maxim? What do you know about copper? Does it has like a potential for a future investment? It's like an electric conductor. Tell me more.
Well, the copper is a key ore for the future because it's useful for the everything that is with electricity. For example, the vehicles, the clean energies will be the electricity in the future. Oh well, since now, but later will be more. It's very important. Using that because isn't so expensive like the silver, for example. The silver is better than the copper to conduct the electricity, but the copper is cheaper, it's
The
easier
price, right?
to, yes, it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have the same value. And so for that, the electricity almost or always is using copper.
Yeah, because when you check the wires, los alambres, they have copper inside, right? No, no silver.
Yeah. And
Always.
also, maybe about the water, it will be useful maybe for the antibacterial property. He has
Yes, I heard that.
an antibacterial property to maintain more or less clean the thing that is in contact with that the copper.
Before the handles in the hospital, in the house, las manijas, the door handles used to be of copper.
Yes, yes. Into the hospital, use copper materials to have more hygiene, more
Y-
clean the surfaces.
Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. I think the only issue with copper is kind of the visual, because with the time it get rusty, it's oxida, right? It get rusty fast.
Well, that's another benefit that doesn't have too much oxide
Oh,
like
also,
iron.
oxido is a rust, so it doesn't get
Rust.
rusty, no oxida, right?
The don't get rust
Oh,
fast.
interesting. I thought
Yeah.
it was like easy to get rusty. Okay, before continue, Maximo, give me 20 seconds. I need to bring my water. So I will very fast. Give me
Yes.
a second.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I am in Lima now, and it's very hotter than Arequipa.
Okay, here we go. We are ready to go. Okay, so listen.
Lima is very hotter than Arequipa now.
Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Are you here in Lima?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting. So you're here, Mr. Maximo. So that's nice. You're working remote now, right?
Yes. I am working remote.
Nice, nice. Like it's funny because when we have the problem with the gas and with the gasoline, a lot of people were working a home office, and everybody was at the gym. So I guess sometimes the home office is not actually working for many people.
Yes. Yes. That's real. But in my case, I have to have a good impression
Yeah,
of them.
totally, for
So
sure.
I have
Yeah.
to be 100% here. I have to be responsible, right? It's my first work now.
What is a project that excites you? By the way, for people that don't know Maximo, he's a mining engineer. So, what is a project that excites you around your career?
A project is to go to Australia, I think.
Australia,
I want
interesting.
to work there. Maybe I visualize that I can go there in 5 years or maybe a little bit more.
Mm.
Even since now, but I think it's better to go later to get more experience and also to improve my I don't know to improve my English and also to be with my fathers, something like those that
Yeah,
right.
that's an interesting destination. I have thought a lot about Australia because I have a friend there, and he told me it's a cool place to be. It's a bit What is the main city?
Uh,
I forgot the name. Australia.
um,
Okay, people in the comments will destroy us for not knowing the city, so they will mention, right? But I know that the main city is quite expensive, but Australia is huge. So if you live in countryside, what mines or what mining projects do they have there in Australia?
Well, I think there are two or three ones. Exactly, I don't have the name now, but I think maybe will be one of my goals, one of my dreams. For
Yeah,
the life quality, those kind of things, and also to improve my English, and also the big companies always is talking in English. For example, even in my company, the CEO and above them are always gringos, United States guys.
yeah, Americans.
So
Okay, okay.
the investors and the money sometimes is in speaking English.
Yeah,
There
yeah, I
are the
believe
two.
this. I believe the same, and that's why we always should be practicing English, right? We don't need to wait until they appear oh, let me try to practice with them. Um, so Australia, interesting destiny. Yeah, all the people that I know from that country, they are like cool, they are relaxed. I think it's because they have more space.
Yeah, maybe or maybe for there are beaches.
Yeah,
It's
beaches. Yeah, beaches and also beaches. We have beaches
yeah.
and beaches. That's hilarious. So now that you came back from Arequipa to Lima, what do you find in Lima? What? Okay, this is an interesting question. What did you miss from Lima? Because when you were at Arequipa, what things did you miss from Lima, and what things do you hate from Lima now that you're back?
Well, the I like the stores. There are a lot of stores,
Yeah.
restaurants, whatever thing you can find here isn't so far away, and also the pollo a la brasa in Arequipa
Mm.
isn't the same. It's difficult, or maybe because I am a lot of years ago here. For that, maybe I know exactly which is richer than the
You,
others.
you know the points. You know the
Yeah,
good points to buy the pollo. Yeah, that could
maybe
be
for
true.
that. And bad things are the traffic, the culture of the people is more.
La mierda. Yes.
It's very bad. Well, time ago I had a motorcycle, and now I don't have one.
I
So
guess you had an accident, right?
yes, yes, I've had an accident, and also I sold it because I wanted. I will go to. I went to Arequipa.
Yeah, yeah, so yeah, you couldn't
So
take the bike
yes,
with you. Yeah,
but
yeah.
well, now I take a bus, a public bus. It's very bad that service.
Yeah,
A lot of
I
time
believe
ago
you
that.
you miss your motorcycle because once that you have a motorcycle, you don't want to go back to bus.
Yes, yes, but in Arequipa it's different. The public service is more. I think it's
Cleaner,
better. It's
cleaner.
cleaner, and also the people isn't so angry, isn't so discussing with the
We,
people. So there aren't so much noise also in the radio. It's better.
something that is hard to believe that in other cities, for example, in Cusco, if for people who have cancer, I have an uncle with cancer. There are no medications for cancer now here in Lima, but in Cusco they have medication. So seems like quality of life is better in other cities, but not necessarily in Lima.
Mm,
This
yes,
is
I
strange,
think
though.
in Lima the good thing is that there are anything, whatever thing
Yeah,
there
a
are
lot of
near to
stores.
you.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
in another department it's better the life because there aren't too much people. Are a little bit more happier, I think.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
true. And by the way, if you have, well, what happened is you were in Arequipa without motorcycle, without vehicle, right? But if you have a vehicle in the countryside or out of Lima, yes, you have to drive more, but also there's no traffic, so you can move faster from point A to point B.
yes, that's real also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I tell you because the other day I went to visit my friend Pulpos, and from Pulpos I went to Chilca. I think like 40 kilometers, but if you don't have traffic, it's easy. Here in Lima, if you go from Surquillo to Lince, you take like 1 hour.
Yes, it's very boring.
Yes. Yes,
Well,
yes,
that
yes.
in in resume is the bad and the good things than to hear.
That's
So
interesting. So tell me, Maximo. So you'll have an exam tomorrow, right?
yes, I will have an exam to get the bachelor degree on my career. Will
Nice.
be in my university. I wanted to have it in a virtual way because I was thinking that I would be in Arequipa, but now I am here. So whatever virtual or presential I can go. But well, I prefer virtual because it's my schedule of work. I have it's my hour to work. I
Yeah,
work
yeah, yeah.
morning to evening, and the test is 2 p.m.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And also the it's not just the going, it's also the commute, right? Taking the bus, going there, coming back. That's basically a full day.
Yes, too much time.
Too much
So
time.
I
Yeah, yeah.
prefer the virtual way. Well, I want as best as possible. I want as best as possible result, but well, at least I have to have the basic level, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. You're going to do it. You have good English. It's all about like practicing. So with this hour, you're going to be ready tomorrow.
Yes, yes. I was studying a little bit now. Well,
Yeah.
before the call, I was studying a little bit about the grammar, those things.
You know, my favorite thing now is going to this place, Larcomar with Armando, and just open conversation with tourists. That's my way to practice English.
What is your first word? What is your opening
I
to start a
always say
conversation?
when they're because it's like when they are staring at the dog, when they are looking at the dog, it's like, hey, do you wanna pet him? ¿Quieres hacerle cariño? Do you wanna pet him? Oh yes, can I? Yes, you can. Women, of course. Fuck guys. I mean, sometimes with guys, if they are cool, yeah, I will allow them to touch Armando. But yeah, that's basically my method. Many times, you will be surprised, but Peruvians are not that friendly with tourists. It's not that they are aggressive with tourists, but usually Peruvians don't open conversation with tourists.
Yes, for example, me. Well, I think it's difficult to think an opening, a way to open.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing is to say, I suppose is what is your name or anything like that. Or, hello, no?
Or just offer help, right? Sometimes you see them like they want to take a picture of the family, and you see them, hey, do you need help with the picture? Oh yeah, no, and they, yes, yeah. So
Uh,
well, any excuse, but yeah, yeah. I met this guy at the gym in Smartfit. He's from Texas, a big nigga, and it's like he was there. Nobody was talking with him. I just approached. So I mean, any excuse to practice the language.
well, in my work, we have an auditory, and gringos came here, very old guys uh, from United States. Well, it was talking a lot of things, a lot of words. Well, I was understanding 90%. It's very fast and was a little complex because it's about my career. I am studying the vocabulary of my career that is a little different than the rest of the areas
Oh, for
of the
sure.
so but
What
what's
is an interesting
interesting.
word? Give me an interesting word of vocabulary that you learn around your career.
Well, for example, well, whatever. I think if you aren't studied mining engineer, for example, tailing, tailing mean relaves,
And what the
relaves.
fuck is relaves?
Exactly. So whatever. Exactly. Well, relave is the it's like the rest.
Okay.
I think it's the rest of the processing of an ore. If you
Oh,
process an ore,
the byproduct, el residuo.
yes, yes, yes.
The
The
byproduct.
pipe,
Okay.
the byproduct,
Yeah, the byproduct. So byproduct es como que el
byproduct.
derivado, el residuo, like that
Yes,
of the production.
the
Okay, okay.
byproduct. Relave.
Interesting. I
That is
learned one today that well, I already knew this, but I heard it again. That is animosity. So animosity is like animosidad. Like there's like a beef, like a fight. Oh, there's a lot of animosity here. I'm like, oh, that's a cool one.
animosity.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
well. When I was talking with the gringo guy, well, I say her. The first thing is his name, George, and
Yeah.
he saw me. Well, I was thinking, what question I can do? Well,
That one.
I I say her, say him, what another words have you had a part of this one? Well, and he was saying me, well, now I am working here. I can notice that he start to speak clearly when he's talking with me. Like he tried to speak a little bit slow, and it's very easy to understand him when you start to a conversation and face to face, right? Face to face
Yeah, of
is
course. Yeah,
easier.
yeah. There
Well,
is something about opening conversation in real life because sometimes I like to open my Tinder and I move my Tinder to South Africa to try to find black women right from Africa. But going to these touristy places on your case, this company, the CEO, stockholders, and talking with them, it's not just English, but also it's losing the fear.
exactly, exactly. Because you know that you know how to talk, but you are accustomed to talk with Peruvian guys.
Yeah, always the cholo, the
The
cholo English.
chora.
I would say the cholo is like it reminds me a lot to martial arts, right? So if you practice boxing, it's not the same as Muay Thai, but if you know some boxing, going to Muay Thai is gonna be easier. I would say it's more or less the same. So it's like if you practice with locals, with Peruvians, Colombians, or whatever, it's not the same as practicing with Americans. But when you switch to Americans, it's gonna be easier than if you never practiced English in your life before.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I
Yeah.
think it's very useful to have those experience with American guys in real life as much as possible. In my case, I will try to get more opportunities to talk with them. Um, and also, um, I was questioning him which difference are here in this company with another words, and he told me that he's the biggest one of the world. My tailing storage, my empresa de relaves tailing
Yeah, yeah.
storage in my company is the biggest one of the
Holy
world.
shit. Oh, he's like proudest.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're like the Brazilian, no? The más grande del mundo. Biggest one. That,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
That's amazing. Well,
Sounds good for the CV, right?
yes, exactly. That
You
is
can put,
one of
I'm working the biggest motherfucker. Yeah.
that is one of the reasons that I am here.
That's nice. That's nice. Um, I was thinking, always surprised me how little people pay attention in Peru to the mining industry. It's almost like a conspiracy theory. Doesn't make sense. The economy is 90% mining here. And people, if you check the news online, on TV and newspaper, the mining is less than 5% of the news.
Hmm. I think why the people aren't interested too much in mining
Maybe
engineers?
because it's boring, right? Maybe because it's boring, could be.
Well, for me, it's boring.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's surprising because there's a lot of money there.
yes, yes. Well, the money isn't just for the mine industry, or also the geologists,
Yeah, everything is around.
the infrastructure, yes,
Yeah,
of
yes, yes.
the people who have to go there to live and those things.
The roads, right? Because you need to create the roads, the how the cars are going to move the product from one point to the other. So I mean, there is a lot of money moving in those projects. Also, all the real estate that develop around the projects, around the mining projects.
Yes, yes. There are a lot of careers. There's not just the mining engineers. There are a lot
What are
psychology,
others? Psychology?
chemicals, and yes, yeah, obviously to human resources, and
That's
also
fact that I
in
hate human
my
resources.
in my area there are medician, there are a posta there in my area. So in all the areas there are a medician. So we are like professional sports football
Like athletes, right?
like athletes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
For whatever thing, you can go to the posta and you get a medicine,
yeah. Yeah.
drugs. Well,
Do they cover? I mean, it's like an insurance that do just ask for the medication and they give it to you, or you need to buy it like going to a drugstore.
No, you don't buy it. You just go to for whatever thing. So
Nice, I like it. It's like a free service. Just give me the drug.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But obviously, I never will go for because well, you are losing time to war, and maybe
Yeah.
I will have a bad impression.
Can you get condoms there?
No, there aren't.
Oh,
I
okay, well,
I
hilarious. No, I did a 12 pack, please. I can't
uh,
hurt you. Yeah,
no, I think no. I think no.
that's funny. Man. What are your plans for reproduction, Maximo? Because you have your girlfriend. Is your girlfriend here in Lima or she stayed there in Arequipa?
She's here in Lima too.
What are your plans for reproduction? Are you planning to have a baby Maximus?
Well, obviously, then I don't have a plan because I am young. So
Yeah.
maybe 5 or 6 years, or maybe more.
Yeah, I think more. When you reach 30, like like, the 20s is like to enjoy life. I ask you because a lot of young people don't plan to have kids. Like they deny the option. So it's interesting that you consider it.
Yes, well, I want to have kids, but now no. I am so
Yeah,
young. I don't have enough stability, economic stability. I don't have a good place to work for all my, well, a good way to get money. Uh, I want better way or more ways maybe. Uh,
the scary thing is when you have the mother of the kid that she asks you to place the kid in expensive school, like 5,000 soles per month school. Like, oh, that's when shit hit the fan.
the I know.
That's
I'm sure that I'm not ready for that.
yeah, that's insane. When I see that, it's like, and then it's like they want to take the vacation like twice per year with all the kids. Fuck, double vacation per year. Where the fuck do you? I mean, most people, like, if you check the financial status of most people, they are very deep in debt. Very very deep in debt. Crazy, crazy time. What are questions that are happening around your head? So we always have questions, right? In my case, for example, is the copper that I told you. It's an interesting question. Also, is the digital courses, cursos digitales, that is going around my mind. What is going around your mind lately?
Well, around my mind, I was thinking anything that I don't remember exactly, but it's around the green ghost guys, how to have more contact with
Interesting. More
them, and
proximity.
also the fear that you feel when you are trying to talk, because you think that when you are Peruvian guy, it's
Yeah.
easier, but you feel fear that maybe he don't understand you, and also
Yeah.
maybe you you understand that your English isn't so good, so you feel bad.
You
You
know
feel
something that can help you. I learned this with the venecas because with the venecas, many times when you tell something to them, they didn't understand you at the beginning, especially, right? Because the Spanish from Peru is not the same from the Spanish from Venezuela. So the same happened with English. It's like you can have good English, but you still need to adapt your English to their English. So, for example, you will lose the fear of talking with Americans, but then you find Canadians, and the story is a bit different again. So, is this like I will say it takes like maybe 20, 30 minutes until you get like this confidence, like, yeah, it's not that difficult, but you need to resist the first hit.
yes, yes, and it's a pleasure. Even for me, uh, before to start the conversation, I was feeling a lot of fear, but I didn't know that I had to do it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
Of
it's
course.
very it's the purpose, right? I
Yeah.
haven't studied English to be talking with local guys now.
Yeah, all the
So
time,
it
just talk
doesn't
with the same motherfuckers. Yeah, yeah, for real.
it doesn't have sense. So
That's
well,
that's true. I can tell you, like fear is like you have your 100% potential, so fear start decreasing your potential, right? And now, if your English was, for example, you have like a 10 in English, now your English become like a 6 because you have fear. So It's the same when you are flirting with women. Now you have a girlfriend, but before you knew, right? Like if you didn't have fear, you talk with the woman. I always make jokes, like with the fat woman, everybody talks very comfortable, right? So it's like in the same way that you will talk with the fat woman, you talk with a nice woman. Now you score with a nice woman. So it's all about just unleashing your potential.
Yeah, I always, when I was talking with a United States guy, I had in my mind the that wish or that sentence, uh, carry me to your country. Those,
Take me
how,
with you. Take me with
yeah,
you.
take me with you. Those kind of things. Have you
Uh,
said that in any situation?
That's hilarious. I mean, what I have seen many times, and this is quite annoying, is that sometimes people want to practice English with Americans or any foreign people, but they start just like dropping all the words that they know in English instead of thinking what conversation will be interesting for this person, right? So it's not about just dropping all my vocabulary. It's like, how can I be how can I say, like an asset for this person, right? How can I be someone that this person, oh, I'm cool that I have this Peruvian guy.
Well, yes. Well, in my case, it's a little complex because, well, in that situation that I was talking, well, if he is 60 years old or maybe more, 80 years old, he's a very old guy, and also we was in an auditory. So in my mind, I was thinking, I I just have to do questions, no more.
Yeah.
We obviously he never will be my friend in one day. So I was just doing question where
Do
was
you
he
want to be my pinky
working?
partner? You should be a pinky.
Give me your WhatsApp. No, never. There is no
Let,
opportunity.
let's let's share stickers. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I had like a similar situation. There was a couple. They were older also, like 60 years old. They are planning to move here to Peru, and they don't use WhatsApp. So they told me, "Oh, how can we keep in contact?" I told them, "I don't use Instagram that much, but you can find my contact on YouTube." And they look me on YouTube, and I appear slapping ass or whoever, right? Oh, this is you. Yes, that's me. So that was a bit embarrassing, perhaps. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy shit, like how old are you now?
23.
23. That's years are passing fast, Maximo. Huh? I remember the first time I met you, you were 21, right?
Uh, I think 20 or 31. Yes.
Yeah, perhaps 20. Yeah. That's where they studying in there. I mean, university goes fast. It's interesting because I don't know, how do you feel about university? For me, the best years start after university, not during university.
The best years of your life.
Yeah, because during university shit, you have to work and nobody pay you, right? It's just homework, and nobody give you money. At least after that, you work and you receive some money.
Well, in my case, I received money since I was in the university.
Motherfucker, yeah, I remember. Yeah. That's exotic case that usually don't happen, but yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
Well,
that's
my university years. Uh, well, I remember that when I was in my university years, I was feeling like a huge achievement to finish it. But now I don't feel that. Now I feel that it's like the consequence or the normal of that suppose that has to happen, right? So,
yeah. I mean,
well, I
always you get used. You get used to your results. It's like it feels good at the moment, but then you get used and you're thinking, okay, what is the next level, right?
exactly. In my
Yeah.
case, I get used since in the first day. I didn't feel any kind of achievement when I finished. I don't know why. Maybe because before to finish, I was thinking apply to a company because in mining engineer and in general in some engineerings it's difficult to get practices. So all in my mind it wasn't that. I was never thinking on the achievement to finish all those things.
Yeah. I mean, I would say like life start to you start to enjoy different games. For example, long time ago, my game was use a lot of steroids. Lift a big weight and then sell drugs to everybody. Now it's the online courses. It's like, okay, how do you sell to people from TikTok? How do you sell to people from Instagram? So we always change the game. Some people, the problem that they have is that they get stuck in a previous game. They never evolve.
Yes, yes, exactly. And I think when you become a master in the game, you go to the next game, right? Because
Yes,
you
yes,
get
yes.
boring or
Exactly.
those.
You need to keep growing. The only way to keep growing is to move to a more challenging game.
Yes, yes. Well,
Yeah.
I am new in this new game,
You're a
but
new kid. You're a new kid in the town.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I have faith that I will be good. But in the university game, I think I was good. I was
Yeah. I
yes,
mean, it gives you discipline, right? Because I think it's not the same, but at least you can get some discipline from that.
yes, some
Yeah.
discipline.
Yeah, I think so. If people want to follow you, Maximo, where can they do it?
Máximo Hurto in Facebook.
I have my chain of copper. This is this is mi cadenita de cobre. So this is for the good vibe. I'll put it there next to me. So, okay, people want to follow Mr. Maximo, you can go to his Facebook. He's a good engineer because he doesn't have Instagram, only Facebook. That's like a good engineer.
I
Hey,
had I had one, but
okay.
I never use it. So
Yeah, me,
maybe
me,
Facebook.
me neither. I know that. I haven't, never use it. Well, Maximo, was good to have you here.
Mm, see you.
Hermano, suerte. Cuídate.